Good morning, welcome to Morning Outlook. This is Kim speaking on Tuesday the 12th of June. The euro dollar stuck in this consolidated phase, which could run on for another couple of days. Remember, we've got the Fed meeting tomorrow, and then we've got the ECB press conference on Thursday. Now, we may see some reaction. We may see some reaction at 9 o'clock, I believe, this morning, as Donald Trump seems to have come to an agreement with my cousin Kim on a denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula. Now, if that happens, well, all is good. And we could see, well, we've seen the dollar sort of rally through the Asian session. That's already been mentioned, and it's now sort of pulled back a little bit. As you see on the euro here, and most currencies have seen a bit of a retracement from that strength of the US dollar. So where to now? On the basis of that meeting, well, who knows what it will do when that continues, but most of the idea will probably be priced in, and the snippets and comments that have been coming through probably pretty much priced into the market, but that doesn't mean to say we won't see some more volatility. For the euro, we've got the daily pivot still above us. Maybe if we start breaking the 60-20, we could be on a route back towards that, maybe even all the way back towards the R1 yesterday's highs. But one thing with the, as I say, news on Wednesday and Thursday, I think we could be in for more of the same, in terms of that you can see the price action sort of sitting in here. In fact, the 4 hourly sums it up better. We sort of got these sort of smaller waves within the movement. We may just see a continuation of this sort of move. If it starts breaking below that 4 hourly 50, well, may see a bit more pressure on the selling, but I think it might just bobble around a bit. Looking at the pound's appearing weaker at the moment. Instead of being in a little wedge pattern, it's in a sort of flag, which it looks like it's over rolling, or rolling over, maybe the more technical term of it. You see the lower high, lower lows coming through now. It's a bit of a double top there through, or just pitched through, but looking softer than them. But again, it has a daily pivot above. Now, we've got news out this morning. The average earnings is the biggie at 9:30, so we'll see how the pound reacts to that. If it's anything like manufacturing, yesterday manufacturing production was the worst figure for 5 years. So if we start seeing some any sort of weakening or softening on those average earnings, it'll put more downward pressure on the pound, and we could probably just wave goodbye to that pivot today and see a continuation. Whether it's tradable or not is another matter, but as I say, it is erring on the weaker side. There's no Bank of England meeting this week. Thank goodness. We'll probably be able to manage them all. Okay, dollar yen. Dollar yen is continue to this sort of as I said yesterday, if we can break that 200, well, we could be back onto those prior highs. We could be back on towards those prior highs. We'll see how it runs. It's putting a couple of shooting stars side by side here at the moment, and it may just struggle somewhat. It's just as we turn 8 o'clock here, it's in a bit of a wedge here. We might struggle again. Well, I say again, in inverted wise, we've got the daily pivot below us, so if it does start selling off, there is that potential. But it sort of moved through its own session yesterday, and then just got stuck up, and well, it's got pretty stuck up where it is at the moment, and it may just continue in that mode. So we'll see. But if it starts breaking down that daily pivot, it does look like a reasonable option. Aussie dollar, the least intraday tradable currency at the moment. I'm just going to show you why, because we'll go straight to the 60-minute here, and it's as choppy as a butcher's board. So not a lot to be traded there. I think we may just get some more consolidation. I say consolidation, more of the same. So we'll step clear away out of that at the moment, and the Canadian dollar is not too dissimilar in terms of what we're seeing here. Haven't seen the gap filled yet that we'll see on this daily, but it's come on the daily rather. You see the daily is just choppy, and to me it's best left. So there we go. Biggest news this morning then, average earnings coming, or I see the employment data with the average earnings being the key focus at 9:30. Thereafter we got some inflation at 1:30 for the US, which again is pretty key, particularly leaning into the FOMC meeting on Wednesday. So have a great one. Bye for now.